Oh yeah, do I remember playing this title back in the day on the PS2 and having fond memories of it being an awesome game. So I had a lot of nostalgia for the Simpsons Hit and Run. So after all these many years, I finally went back to it. The Simpsons Hit and Run is a third-person platform driving game. What's a bit crazy at times, what seems to take a lot of inspiration from GTA 3. For the story, the citizens of Springfield find out that they're being spied on by these B cameras, and outraged about it, Mayor Quimby goes forth and speaks to the town.
I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
And find out later on it has something to do with Buzz Cola and, spoiler alert, alien reality TV show. That sounds radical. By Radical Entertainment. For the controls, they are simple and easy to use, but will take a little bit of time to master, where the controls are a bit clunky for today's standards, especially on the platforming side. However, for the most, the driving is solid depending on what you're driving, where this game has many weird vehicles and can get a bit wild, such as the invisible car and the zombie car, what runs on brains. Nevertheless, I found out if I just tapped another car or object that the car seemed to almost come to a stop instantly. There are arrows on the road to guide the player to a main quest or to a mission objective in the quest while driving. Yet there are shortcuts to be found what these arrows don't tell you about. Except this game seems to love its timers a bit too much, where it seems like every mission had a timer of collecting something or race from one point to the other, or destroy an enemy car, or chase a vehicle. It's usually something along those lines. By the time when I got to chapter 3, when I was playing as Lisa, the primary mission started to become repetitive, where it seems like I was doing the same thing over and over again as I did in the last 2 chapters, just with a new skin on top of it. And the last 3 missions is repetitive, where it had me collect nuclear waste and bring it back to the spaceship 3 times from one end of the map to the other, and at this point I would say that you need to know about the shortcuts to complete it. And the AI can be bizarre at times, especially with the cars, where not many citizens of Springfield know how to drive well. The AI cars might get stuck on objects from time to time, and other times they're a real pro race car driver in missions, and the traffic sometimes swerve to avoid me, or they just wanted to get in my way. It becomes unpredictable, and I found myself really liking that, where it shows that the AI can make odd mistakes just like the characters of Springfield, and in the rarest of cases, it goes well with the game. There is a currency system of Buzz Cola coins to purchase new outfits and cars, and some of these you do have to purchase to proceed in the campaign later on. You can unlock new cars by winning a number of races, or buy them from old Gil, or doing side missions from certain Springfield residents, and I enjoyed unlocking these iconic vehicles from the show, and you can call your own vehicle from a phone booth at any time.
Having chest pain! Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back rubs.
Or go GTA style and ride in anyone's car as a passenger. There is a vehicle damage as well, and you can pay to get it repaired at a phone booth or collect these wretches. I adored that I can unlock iconic outfits from the show, such as Homer's Moo suit, what I can purchase at the store, and this goes for the other characters as well, and I've found it entertaining trying to unlock every outfit that I can. I don't know why, I just had to do it. I appreciated that the game rewards me for destroying stuff and giving me money for it. However, there is a wanted level, and when it gets high enough, I got slapped with this Hit and Run logo. And if Chief Wiggum catches you, he will fine your character 50 coins, and the cops don't mess around here. If they manage to stop you for a second, it's an instant fine. It's probably the toughest police mechanic in the game that I ever come across. You do get to play as the Simpsons characters and Apu, but not Maggie or Abe, and I relish that the characters do blurt out some stuff from time to time, randomly as I played as them. Yet my favourite's got to be Homer. When he misbehaves, the characters start singing in the most catchiest song.
I am evil Homer, I am evil Homer.
I would say that the game is split up into chapters, and each chapter you swap between each character. The Simpsons Hit and Run is an open world where it's split up into 3 separate maps depending on what character I was playing as, with iconic locations from the show, along with gags and references like this one from the Banned Alcohol episode. From Flanders' bomb shower, or Homer's barbecue, or the old guy who throws himself in a freezer, to the monorail, and I can't forget the nuclear waste gate. It's gags like these what makes this game stand out, with every little detail they put into it, and for me, it was an instant callback to that episode. Now there are collectible cards to be found throughout the game, and if you get them all, it unlocks an Itchy and Scratchy cartoon. And I appreciated after when I completed the game, I could go back and find and collect all the cards and gags that I missed. And there's these B cameras to find and destroy, and sometimes these can be annoying to destroy where some of them move around and you've got a jump kick to get them, but so satisfying when you do destroy them with all the coins that they drop. Also, none of the NPCs can die along with the player. Only time when something does a hint of damage are these bees if you get hit by their plasma gun, and then the character only loses coins, and it usually just scatters around them. Also, I admired the newspaper articles at the start of the stage. It always had something of interest for me to read. For the graphics, they went with this 3D effect for the characters and the world. I was surprised by how smooth this game runs on the PS2 most of the time. Although don't get me wrong, the frame rate does drop when there's a lot going on, but this does happen rarely. The lip sync is always off in the cutscenes by a million miles, and don't match on what the character is doing most of the time, unless it's a rendered cutscene.
Here's your crazy medicine, Grandpa.
Hot diggity! Sweet, sweet medication! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Oh, great.
But I did enjoy watching the rendered cutscenes and wanted to see the next one. I loved that it had the legendary Simpsons voice actors here, what added to the immersion that I was in Springfield. I thought that the end credits were a laugh where the aliens were self-aware that they were in the game and cussing off the developers throughout the end credits. That was just smart.
At least our show was a success.
Why did we go to Earth Heaven when we died?
At least we don't have to sit through the stupid video game credits. No! That guy deserves such a probing. Who are these people? I never saw them during production.
They implement torture and punishment. The other drones scuttle and run at their approach.
What is the difference between an associate producer and a producer anyway?
Well, if you ask me, these humans spent too much time exchanging long protein strands with one another.
For along the game is I clocked on 7, maybe 8 hour mark. However, I was doing a lot of side activities and exploration. So in the end, I did enjoy going back to the Simpsons Hit and Run and playing it again. Yeah, it's not the main missions what made this game good, it's everything else that this game does. So if you played it, what do you think of Simpsons Hit and Run? Leave it in the comments below. Until next game, I'm off.